I'm not seeing tracks this way. But there's no arrow and no blood.
The hunt's over, and right now there's no deer recovered.
It's good. Holy cow. So we are headed out, first hunt of the year anywhere, but we're in Tennessee. In August, they started 3 years ago a velvet hunt. So we've never been able to hunt the velvet deer here in Tennessee just due to season doesn't open up till late September and the velvet's all gone by then. We're hunting private land in the middle Tennessee area. Got 500 acres that I don't own it, but it's nice to be able to hunt it. I've had some cell cams out for the past few months, and there's definitely some target bucks that we have on a schedule, and if they play the game right, we'll get a good look at them today and hopefully be able to take one down. Pretty excited, it's an exciting time. First day of the season. It's afternoon. That's where I am seeing them on camera. I don't want to go in. Don't feel comfortable going in the morning. Where I'm hunting at is right off a hardwood ridge, and between a river bottom, they've got some planted corn fields, and I'm going to hunt a corner based on what the wind's given us today. Looks like it's going to stay that way tomorrow too, and then Sunday. The wind's a little squirrely, but anyway, gonna try and go get in, set up early. Got some rains coming in today. It's been raining all morning. Got a break in the action now. Hurricane Laura is coming up from the south and could have some good storms coming in, but hopefully we can find a few windows in there, and with the pressure coming in, the deer will be up and moving before the storms come full force. So feeling pretty good about it, and we'll see what happens. This is the cornfield we're going into. I'm gonna go back into the far left corner. There's a finger that comes out into the corn where these deer are cutting across the corn and coming through there. We're gonna set up at the edge. Wind's coming to us this way. I've got a cell camera out there that's giving me about 4 or 5 target velvet bucks. The plan is we're gonna try and go straight through the corn down a row. It's a good 300-400 yards, and try and get in quiet. Bugs are bedding on a ridge just over the cornfield. I'm taking a chance here. Hopefully nothing's bedding in that corn. It's been raining. The ground's wet, so that's why I'm thinking that way. I don't want to go down the edge if they come out there and get my scent. Alright, let's go. You ready for this? It's not going to be super fun going through this corn, but I think it gives us the best chance. Last time I was here, this stuff was planted really late. It's grown a lot in the last 2 weeks. I don't want to, but I think we're gonna walk that edge a little bit further. I just don't want to make any noise. This sucks, man. I just don't want my scent on the ground out in these edges. They're coming out right here. I've got them on camera. They were bedded down. It took them a minute before they took off. That's 15 yards. All set up. It took us a minute. As soon as we got to our trees to set up, the bottom dropped out. Pretty slippery getting up and down. We had to put the camera up for a while. It's just raining too hard. It's about close to 4 o'clock on Friday night. We're soaked, but this is what we live for. I mean, the chances of an opening day buck, percentages are pretty high that they're feeling comfortable, and not knowing we're here, and it's really a plus that it's raining.
It's not raining hard now, it's just very light, but take away our scent. Our scent's blowing that way. We're expecting bugs to come this way or this way. I've got a window here on the edge of the corn, about a 30-yard shot to the other side here. Anything that comes in between, it's going to be pretty close. It's a little windy here too. That may help with movement and whatnot, but hopefully we'll get some movement. We already saw a doe and a fawn. Well, 2 does and a fawn. So they're up and about where they were before the rain, so we'll see what happens. Holy cow. We had just said any movement, lead with our eyes, and literally 15 seconds later you're like, there he is. Freak yeah. Literally within the last 30 seconds I had my camera, my phone out looking at the pictures from the last 2 days, and this bug had come out 2 days ago. We just figured it out to be around 6:45, and literally my phone is in hand. John goes, Adrian, and he's pointing, and I see this big velvet bug. I don't even know how many points. I've got 4 or 5 on camera, but I think he's the big white dull one. Comes out right here. I shot him quartering away, 14 yards. We're gonna go look at the footage now and see what kind of shot I got on him, and see if we can get down and go get that sucker. I need to find a blood trail. I'm not seeing tracks this way. It's just so wet, man. I'm not seeing these tracks. There's no arrow to go off of because it's stuck in him. Let's go back and recreate where he was shot. All right, so as you can see, we're surrounded by corn. The deer came out like he'd been doing, surprised us. Got a shot. Arrow stuck in him, didn't come out. I've got a lighted knock on it. If it gets dark, maybe that'll help, but there's no arrow and no blood. Video footage looks good. It's wet. We found some tracks. It's sloshy in here, so it's hard to tell where he went. Anyway, John's gonna go get his drone, and we're gonna do an aerial and see if we can find him that way. I don't think he went that way, but I mean, who's to say he didn't? I'm thinking he went this way. This is the path of least resistance, is what I'm thinking in my mind. Through, then there's other deer prints out here. I was looking for deep impressions, where he's running. Tell you what, I got to clear this out of my mind to make sure I know he didn't go that way. We'll just grid search it. I'm gonna start walking down these rows. Do you mind hitting that point right there? That's good. Split up here. All right, so we just got back to the truck, changed shirts. We were soaking wet by the time we got, it started raining on us right at the base of the tree. Search, we'll see, it's almost 9 o'clock now. We've been searching this whole time. Could we have waited to go find it? Maybe, but felt like we needed to get after it because of the rain. Anyway, when we decided to back out and when it got dark, we're walking out and we found the arrow on the edge of the corn where the timber's at. It's really thick in there. We didn't see any blood and there's no tracks. Arrow is covered in bright red blood, about 55% of the arrow. The deer firmly believe is dead somewhere. It's dark, no blood trail, thick, just kind of hard to see where to go in there. Had a couple calls, waiting to hear back about some dogs. If that doesn't play out tonight, just come back first thing in the morning and grid search where we found the arrow at and go from there. We're gonna go grab a bite to eat,
recoup.
Back home, searched all day. It's going on 5 o'clock right now. We just got home about 15-20 minutes ago. Walked around looking, scanning, kind of lost for words. Called the dog in. He came in about 8:30 this morning. Dog found some blood that we had not seen, that where it was leaving the cornfield up into some thick ridgeline, and got on, track from where the deer was shot. Followed it on a trail that we actually didn't find. Found some blood that we hadn't seen. It was dark last night. It was rainy. Dog followed it all the way through the corn into a thicket up to a ridge line. Once the dog hit the woods, it was like we lost trail. Had no clue which way it went through. There's different deer trails going through there. Getting some rest tonight. I'm beat. So the plan tomorrow is trying to get some recruiting of some friends and try and get a lot of boots on the ground and eyes out there and see what we can come up with. This is my first deer that I've lost at this point, and it's not a good feeling. I don't like it one bit. But hopefully tomorrow, we can find it, and if we do, we'll let you know. I guess this is sadly the end of the video. The hunt's over, and right now there's no deer recovered.
Hey guys, so it's been a wild 2.5, 3 days. After the dog left, me and John Gibbs, the cameraman shooting the video, we searched for a good bit of the day. We called it quits, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just hot and tired. Anyway, so I got a bunch of friends here today that come out to help me. Hunting SOBs, girlfriend Becca, and good buddy John. Within the first 20-25 minutes, just came up a ridge, followed a creek, saw buzzards, got smell. I took off running, and I found my velvet buck. Well, what's left of him. I really hate that there's nothing really left of him, but I'm stoked, to say the least, that found the deer. After all said and done, from the shot to the last point of blood, he probably ran 100-125 yards straight uphill, and then back down a hill by a creek. It looks like he died there and was drugged about 20 yards by the coyotes.